I'll find out what is of interest to me by asking people, by doing research, and I would do a lot of research on that thing. You understand? Or if he has an express need, I would help in a very practical way. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Then I'm creating value for him. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. That is what it means to create value. So you need to look around yourself, look at, okay, what can my time produce, right? Since you don't have money, what can my time produce? How can I leverage my effort, my relationship, my knowledge, etc., my skills? And that's why it's important for you to continue to learn skills. How can I use my skills to be able to provide something that somebody else needs? For example, I don't need this from anybody, but I don't have a personal website. Right?
Yes, sir.
If somebody decided to build me a personal website, and the website was very pretty and aggregated all my talks, my videos, my documentary, my this, my that, I would consider that value. I would consider that so much value that I would be willing to want for it. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
That is what value looks like. Now, we don't need to do that, right? There's already a team that's focused on it. But I'm talking about how to identify, how to create value for somebody. You see that, oh, this thing can help this person. That means you're not thinking about yourself. You're thinking about what that person needs. You then look at yourself and say, what skill do I have that can meet this person's needs? And then you offer that skill to the person. You understand?
Yes, sir.
I don't know if that answers the question.
Thank you very much, sir.
We can only do 2 more questions. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
My name is Joseph Bassi. And I have 2 questions. Firstly, you spoke about time management, which is very essential in the business world because when you try to juggle a lot of things together, with family and all of that, it's a lot of time might be wasted doing things that you do not necessarily prioritize. So how can you advise us on how to, on like essential time management skills that can help us, as most of us might still be students and trying to start a career? So how do we manage our time? And also, can you speak to us more about connections, relationships? You made mention of while making one of your startups, you had to have camouflages abroad, helping you so that you could properly carry out the startup of your business. So can you speak to us more about connections and relationships and how they will more benefits?
Absolutely. Yeah. So relationships are really the lifeblood of business, right? A lot, especially in a place like Nigeria where there are no rules, right?
Yes.
So what you see in Nigeria is not what you get. So people tend to focus on who they know because at least they are able to hold the people they know accountable if things go wrong, right?
Yes.
Which is why it's so important for you to manage your relationships properly. Everybody, sorry, just give me 1 minute. This is the chief of staff. Just give me 1 minute.
Okay, sir.
If you are sleeping, stand up. Stand up on your own now by yourself. Is it the AC? Should we up.
No, yes,
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I'm really sorry. I usually don't do that, but back to the question of relationships.
Yes, sir.
I had a very senior government official from another country call me, so I couldn't keep him on hold. But can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I was saying that relationships are really, really important. The first thing you have to understand about relationships is that everybody you work with is a reference on you. So anytime you're working with somebody, you need to think about what kind of impression do I want to leave with this person. Now, it doesn't have to be good necessarily all the time, right? But the person needs to understand, you need to exude your values, right? Every time you work with somebody. So for example, for me, I'm very intentional about treating people with integrity, even though they may not also extend the same to me, for example. So my friends will say I'm somebody that is very easy to cheat, right? Because I trust people a lot. But I don't do it necessarily because I don't know that I can be cheated. I do it because I want you to know that I will extend trust to you, and only when you break that trust will I no longer extend it, right? I want my character to be somebody that is trusting. You understand? But also somebody that is trustworthy. I will keep my end of the bargain. It's between you and your God if you keep your end of the bargain. That's the kind of person I like to be. So my partners always read me for that. I'm hardworking, so I put 150%, even more than I'm supposed to get, into anything that I'm doing. So you need to define your characters. You sit down at home, define this is what I want people to know about me anytime you work for me, to say about me anytime you work with me, even if they don't like me, right? If you ask people that don't like me, they will say these things about me. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that's how you build relationships. Now, the other side of it is also that you need to build your credibility, right? By adding value to people before demanding anything of them. What a lot of young people do is that they ask for things without having the credibility. Every time you make an ask to somebody, always ask yourself, right? what have I done that will make this person do this thing for me? That is the opposite of entitlement. What entitled people do is that they make demands when they don't deserve. They make demands when they don't deserve to make demands. Now, sometimes those demands are granted. I don't think there's anything you could have done to deserve to be in this program.
Yes.
You understand? But by God's mercy, you are here.
Yes.
And generally in life, sometimes things work like that. But if you carry the mindset that people owe you something, you generally not build good relationships. If you carry the mindset that I'm always able to do things for other people, right? Even if they don't do anything for me, you tend to build great relationships. The last thing is gratitude, right? If anybody does anything at all for you, no matter how small it is, you say thank you. You always acknowledge those who have helped you on your journey. You always give them honor. You always honor them. You always give them, just like we do for God. We thank God for everything that He does for us. You do the same thing for also men and women that help you on your journey. Those three things, you hold them to heart. The first one being reputation, right? Have a reputation. Whether people like you or not, we should be saying the same thing about you. Right? Number two, right? Always look for ways to be of value to other people before demanding anything. Be the first to create value. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
be the
sir.
first to create value for somebody before they create value for you. Right?
Yes, sir.
In fact, refuse to accept anything from somebody sometimes after you've created value. And even sometimes refuse to accept something from somebody if you have not created value. Ask yourself, even as you are in this boy code program, how am I creating value for boy code? What can I do for Sister Precious? What can I do for my facilitator? You understand what I'm saying? What can I do for my mentors that will show them to understand that I greatly appreciate this opportunity, right? And then finally, gratitude. When people have helped you on your journey, no matter how small their contribution is, always have a heart of gratitude. That's how you build strong relationships. Did I answer your question?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
One more question. It was a very good question. Not something that has been touched on before. Neck of us.
Good day, sir. My name is Iyin Aboyeji. And sir, I heard that you said you studied 2 courses. So what advice do you have for someone that wants to study another course? And did you disregard the first course you studied?
Fantastic. I actually did both at the same time, and because I was trying to get something to graduate with. So I didn't study 2 courses. I just studied one really, but I just took whatever was interesting for me at the time. But I will tell you this in general in life. One of the things you have to be very, very careful about is something we call sunk cost fallacy. Sunk cost fallacy. What that means is that, say for example, you are traveling from here to Abuja, right?
Yes.
And somebody misdirected you. You understand? If you're going to go from here to Abuja, you should take Lagos-Ibadan Expressway and be going towards Ogbomoso. Then you get to Ilorin. Then from Ilorin, you can now join, you understand, the road that is going through Jeba or whatever, you get to Abuja. But say somebody misdirected you and told you to use Ore and be going towards the beginning. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You now go to Ore. Somebody that was now very kind and knows the road now told you, Oga, if you are going to Abuja and you continue going towards Benin, you are not going to get to Abuja, you are going to Benin. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Take this route and turn back so that you can now be on your way to Abuja. You now say, but I'm already in Ore now, and Benin is just 2 hours from here. Please, I beg, what you are saying does not make sense. I'm going to continue to Benin because I've already put in. Does that make sense?
No, sir.
Eh?
No, sir.
I've already spent 2 hours on the road to Abuja. let me keep going towards Benin, even though I should go the opposite direction. You understand? Then you now get to Benin. Instead of taking Auchi road, you now say, oh, let me be going towards Warri or Port Harcourt. Will you get to Abuja?
No, sir.
So the moment you know you are not on the road to Abuja, what should you do?
Change.
You turn around and you start heading towards what? Abuja. There are a lot of people in this world that they are going to Abuja, but they are heading in the direction of Port Harcourt. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
A lot of people. So once you know that you're in the wrong direction about turn, you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
The moment you wake up in the morning and you're like, I've studied this course, but this is not what I want to do. You understand? You pray about it, you've made up your mind. You understand?
Yes, sir.
And you know that this is where I need to go. Continuing on that course does not help you. So what should you do?
You need to change.
You need to change. So that's really what you need to do. Because no matter how far you've gone, if you want to go to Abuja and you head towards Port Harcourt, you will never get to Abuja.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
I don't know if that makes sense.
That makes sense, sir. Thank you, sir.
You can sit down. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, sir. So on behalf of
Have a wonderful welcome.
On behalf of the faculty at the Stella Academy and the boys of Boycott 3.0, we just want to say thank you for spending time with us this afternoon. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Did you learn anything?
Yes, sir.
Did you learn anything?
Yes, sir.
Remember the job at the spot. All of you that were sleeping, jog on the spot, wake yourself up. You're about to have another meeting. I don't want to catch anybody sleeping. Jog on the spot. Master.
Don't fall the camera.
Are we awake now?
Yes,